you're getting a lot of dry skin on the heels over here. This is your main concern, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does that feel when I touch it?
I can't really feel much, I guess. A little bit, but not much.
Okay. And what do you normally do? How long have you had this sort of dry heels for?
I feel like it's always there.
Always.
It's always there.
Now I'm going to use the antibacterial first.
Yeah.
It feels slightly cold, okay? And then we're going to use what we call a scalpel technique to remove the hard skin. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you normally do to look after the heels?
Not much, to be fair. Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Is that because you don't have time or?
Oh, I just think it's because I forget. I definitely have time. I just forget, and probably an aspect of laziness in there.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to lie.
So how are we going to change that?
Well, I did buy some foot cream the other day.
Okay.
That CCS. Yeah, I bought that the other day, and I was like, no, I'm going to start using it.
It sounds like music to my ears. And did you?
Well, no, I haven't yet. I only bought it 2 days ago, so.
Okay, so from tonight?
From tonight, you'll do all the hard work, and then.
I like that. Okay, so I'm going to hold you to that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and what type of shoes have you been wearing in the last couple of weeks?
Mainly, I wear heels at work, and then pretty much just trainers, trainers, yeah.
And the heels that you're wearing at work, are they sensible, kind of like 2-inch, or are we talking about the ginormous kind of?
No, they're pretty good. They're probably about 2-inch. Yeah, they're not like crazy. They're actually quite comfortable, to be fair. They're probably not good for my feet. I feel like no heels.
Tilt it that way. Is that okay with you? Yeah.
I feel like no heels are good for your feet, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. You can imagine anything that puts a lot of pressure into the forefoot is going to increase the load by a certain percentage, and that percentage makes it a little bit harder for certain structures to work, puts more pressure on them too. And that also tilts the way that your pelvis and your back kind of align. I know I'm saying all the things you're going, oh my God. But that's why we usually say heels are not great. And equally, just as flat feet and flat shoes, that's not good either, right? So it's about finding a nice balance, not having a complete flat shoe, but you want some structure to it, right?
Yeah, and then some of the ones that aren't high but aren't like that middle kind of shoe like that, and sometimes they don't look nice. Sometimes they look a little bit I don't know how to put it, fuddy-duddy.
Unfortunately, when it comes to women's shoes, it's very hard to find really good shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few places that I kind of like the shoes at, but like you said, not a lot of people would like the style. Because a lot of people say it looks a little bit more, I don't know, I've had some really funny words and adjectives that clients have used over the years, but
I can imagine.
But it's kind of I don't know, I've got to that stage where I quite, if a shoe is comfortable, I don't really care what it looks like. I quite happily wear it.
That's true.
I'm getting old, aren't I? I'm getting old for me to say that, but I do appreciate really good looking shoes too, but it's very hard to find.
Yeah.
My rule of thumb literally is just finding really good materials, making sure it's spacious enough, giving you enough midfoot support or ankle support, and just kind of testing it out. Usually at the end of the day, it's a really good kind of thing to do when your feet are the largest that they're going to be. Oh yeah, of course, because they swell, don't they? Yep. And they get hot and I don't know how I don't know how you do this job. Well, someone needs to.
True.
I have a stomach of steel, trust me.
Yeah.
I could happily watch this and eat at the same time. It's really bad. My family think I'm really strange, but
That's so funny.
I remember when back in the days when I was studying and I went to Chicago for a placement, and I recorded some pieces that I wanted to kind of like look back and kind of read up on and so forth. And I was sitting there having a bowl of cereal at the same time and watching it. My friend comes in and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just watching like, you know, this bunion surgery that's occurring." And he's like, "And you're eating at the same time?" And I was like,
oh my god, that is so funny.
and I was like, "Do you want some?" He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick." And he literally walked out the room laughing at me.
That is so funny. Yeah, I feel like my stomach's quite tough, but obviously not as tough as yours because I don't think I could do it.
You could.
I don't know. I watch your videos though, so I can to an extent.
My videos are not that gross. Well, I don't think they are.
They're not too bad.
I don't know. Do you think? I mean, I don't find it gross, so.
Yeah, you must be so used to it.
I'm so used to it.
So used to it.
I'll tell you something funny, which I'm gonna honestly admit. Sometimes I end up watching my own videos, and I just get fixated in watching it, and I forget it's me that's doing it.
Oh, yeah, but that's a good thing though, right?
That's weird.
Amazing.
No, that's kind of weird. I'm like, well, why am I watching this again? I'm the one who did it.
Yeah,
I
that's
just stop
true.
and I
You
just watch
actually
it.
did Yeah. But that's really crazy. Like that, yeah.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, that is a bit weird.
I know. And I'm like watching it going, oh yeah, okay, it's going to come up there. And I'm like literally annotating my own work and it's really weird.
That's so funny.
The secret's out now, everyone knows.
Yeah. I feel like my feet weren't too bad, but as you're like scraping it, I'm like, oh my god, so much must be coming off. But I feel like they weren't like terrible, but they must have been.
Do you want to see a homemade parmesan at the end?
Yeah.
Alright. I will show you what came off the foot. We're just getting through the final little bits. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off on the other side.
Yeah.
Right? And at the end I'm going to be using the machine. Is that alright with you?
Yeah. Perfect.
And then I'll show you how much came off at the end with both. Is that fair?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Right, so now we're going to start off with the spots. The same thing as the other side, okay? Slightly cold. Nice and refreshing on a summer's day. Right, I'm going to start off on the side. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
So what do you do then?
I'm an executive assistant at a finance firm.
Gosh, you sound busy.
Yeah, we do have our busy days. We definitely do have our manic days. Today's been a bit more chilled.
Okay, good.
Which is nice. Nice for a Friday, isn't it?
Right, it sets you up for the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, already in weekend mode.
So what are you going to do for this weekend?
What am I doing? I'm going to a bottomless brunch tomorrow. And we're just going to chill out on Sunday, I think.
And where's the bottomless lunch?
At Rocker.
Oh, I didn't know they started doing that.
Yeah, super nice. It's lovely. The food's, I've been once before. The food's delicious, and then it's all you can drink wine.
Oh
wine,
my gosh.
Wine, red wine, and I think like Prosecco or something.
Oh, I'm so going.
Yeah, it's really worth it. It's so nice.
It's
delicious.
So Rocker's actually one of my favourite restaurants in London, and it also happens to be, now here's a little spoiler alert, this place where I met my partner for the first time.
Oh, really?
So it's got a special two-in-one place for us.
You should definitely get go for bottomless brunch then.
That's what I'm thinking. So you've kind of inspired me to want to go there. The only trouble is he's vegetarian, so...
But Japanese has got loads of vegetarian stuff, right?
Do you think? Because when we went, he only had a mushroom kind of risotto style.
Oh yeah, I
kind of
had
something.
that last time. It was delicious.
I know, it's very good.
Well, I guess I'm thinking I've got a friend who's pescatarian, but we just say vegetarian because whenever you say pescatarian, people are like, oh, what's that? And they don't know. But I forget. Yeah, if you're vegetarian, there's not. Yeah, because I guess it's quite. Like there's loads of seafood as well, isn't there?
And he's a strict vegetarian, so he's not going to be eating any of those type of things, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'm a carnivore, so I'll eat anything that walks.
Yeah, so it's great for you. It works for me as well.
So I'm like,
Oh, sure. No, there must be loads of vegetarian stuff.
I guess if I contact them in advance, they can always prepare something, right?
I'm sure they would, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've given me an idea.
Do it, it's nice. Yes, I mean, obviously you've been before, but the bottomless just makes it even more fun.
Right? That's pretty, and I'm assuming they do the same stuff, afternoon tea timings as everywhere else.
Yeah, I think we're going at 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something. So, and I think you can even do dinner on a. They still call it bottomless brunch, but you can still do like dinner on a Sunday if you wanted to.
No way.
Yeah, I know it's really random, but worth it.
That's so strange, but I'm not complaining. Have you been to the other ones in London? Because I know this one on near kind of Marble Arch, but there's one in Canary Wharf, I believe.
Yeah, there's one in Canary Wharf. I'm going to the one, is it by Holborn Station?
They opened another one there?
Yeah, there's one, I think, I can't remember what it's called, Old Witch or something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's the street it's on, I don't know. There's one in Mayfair.
Yeah. That's
I've only been to the one though, one of them, but they are delicious. Oh, it's so nice that you meet your partner there.
I know, right? Don't tell me.
Oh, that's so nice.
And funny enough, me and a friend actually went there for lunch and dinner one time because we were just like, I just really want to eat there again.
In the same day.
Same day. And the waiter was like, were you guys here? And we're like, yeah.
Yeah, it is so good. Although that would have been a bit of an expensive day.
Yeah, that was, I have to admit.
Yeah, you know.
We were treating ourselves.
Yeah,
we were celebrating. We were celebrating our hard work.
Yeah, good. You've got to do that, don't you?
You know, and we just thought, you know what, why not?
Why not? Why not?
Why wait for a birthday or Christmas or a celebration? Sometimes just to be alive is enough of a celebration, right?
Oh, nice. I like that. Yeah, and then just want to chill the rest of the weekend.
I'm going to get you to tether foot this way. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Perfect. We're just going to this angle. How's that feeling? So is it still comfy?
Yeah, fine. Perfect.
Right. So Sunday you're going to relax. I'm not kind of surprised though, because if you're going for bottomless...
Yeah, who knows how long...
I mean, if you find the bottom, dear God.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know how I feel on Sunday. It might be alright. I don't know.
Isn't there like a trick that you're supposed to drink one colour of wine and then another? I'm not too sure about this one. I'm not an avid drinker, so I'm not...
Oh, yeah.
But I read this
like,
at somewhere.
Who knows? I don't know what the rule is. I guess it's probably just safer to stick to one, right? I don't know.
Oh no, do you know what I just realised what I'm thinking of?
What?
You're going to laugh at me and so is everyone else. I was thinking if you want to get a stain, so if you get red wine on you, you have to like pour white wine on it.
Yeah,
to kind of
do.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. It's got nothing to do with how sober you're going to be.
Yeah, I feel like that is... Yeah, you have red, then chase it with a white to kind of... Yeah, no, you're thinking of the stain.
I know.
I have heard that before. Do you know, I actually think that works.
Does it work?
I think if you spill red wine on you and you put like fizzy white wine on straight after, it does work.
Huh. Now that's very clever. So I know when you get an oil stain, you put powder on top.
Oh,
Without putting
really?
any water or anything on it, just put powder on top, let it set in.
Like talcum powder?
Yeah, talcum powder for like 15-20 minutes or even longer. And then when you brush it off, it's absorbed all the oil, so you won't get a stain on your clothes anymore.
Oh, that's quite good to know, because I feel like I'm always...
Me too.
I'm messy,
That's why I know it works.
I've got like, oh, yeah.
But don't wash it first and then do it. It won't work. You got to do it as soon as it happens or on that same day, relatively. And then just let it soak, even overnight, whatever.
Although, who bloody has talcum powder just hanging around?
You know what? Saying that, I should have learned and probably kept some on me because I always end up dropping something on myself. I'm terrible.
Yeah, like a little...
Yeah. Right. Now that is feeling better. So I'm going to start using that machine now.
Okay.
So it's going to tickle ever so slightly and it's
Okay.
going to remove any superficial layers that's too thin for the scalpel to remove. And then we'll finish it off with a bit of cream. Does that sound okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
How's that feeling? Is that okay?
Yeah, fine. A little bit tickly.
we've just finished using the drill now. So I'm going to actually show you some of the homemade parmesan, which I call homemade parmesan. Do you see that? That's coming off.
Oh my goodness, that is
all
foul.
Right, so I'm going to pop some cream on for you.
There's so much.
So I'm going to be using CCS, okay? So this is the one that I tell everyone about, okay? I love this product. I think this is the one that you've got, right?
That is the one I bought, yes.
Fantastic. So I'm going to be putting some on. You don't need a lot, so a little bit goes a long way, okay?
Good to know.
So I'm just going to be rubbing that in here.
That does actually feel quite nice.
Right? You can feel it instantly. This is one of those creams that you put on and then 2 hours later you're like, oh, okay, now I kind of felt something, or is it gone, or did I put it on?
Yeah.
This is like immediate. You put it on and it's just fantastic. Okay. And it's not too greasy either.
No, it doesn't feel greasy actually. And now you're doing that on my heels, I can feel it more.
Oh, you can feel me touching it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
How funny is that? It's so weird.
It just goes to show how much is on there, right? You guys can't see, but she's giving me a really disgusted face on there, and it's really funny.
It's crazy how much comes off.
Right. 1 second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one off you.
Yep, so
Okay.
I'm going to lift my legs up.
Yep.
Yep.
Right, and I'm going to move this one off, and I'm going to actually show you properly so you can see.
Oh my god, that's so gross. That actually is so gross. And there's loads.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.